What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Hardbody 10. Today I'm coming to you with an interview with Chanelle Prettyman,
Hi guys.
who looks like a fitness model, right? Or a clothing model. But you know what? She's not. She's a normal young lady that decided to take care of her health while she's still young. Welcome to today's interview, Chanelle.
Hi Benny.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
How many years have you been training?
I've been training going on 6 years now. I started in 2014.
Okay. Why did you start training with weights?
So I started training, like I said, in 2014. First I was doing a bunch of cardio. I was losing weight. It was working. And then I realized that I felt as if I ended up on a plateau. And I knew that there was something else that I needed to do. So I started searching around on the internet, and I found Benny. And he took me under his wing, and I started weight training.
So you say you hit a plateau.
Okay.
Why did you hit a plateau? Why did you feel like you got stuck?
I think I got stuck because I was only doing cardio. I didn't change anything up. I wasn't weight training. I wasn't doing any kind of high intensity exercises. So I needed to kind of shock my body.
And that's what happens to a lot of people. When you can get so far by yourself, this is why it plateaus. But me, myself, as being a coach and a trainer, I don't believe in plateaus, because if you change everything up, you will continue to get results. For the last 28 years, and being 55 years old, I continue to grow, I continue to change, I continue to get better as I train. Who inspired you to start taking care of your health?
You know what? So my sister, she used to, I used to see her work out, do track a lot when she was in high school. And she kept up with it. She was eating healthy. And then eventually, after me going out, hanging with my friends, I gained a lot of weight. I didn't like my body. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. So I knew I needed to change it. And I would say that watching her may have inspired me, but for the most part, I feel like I just knew I needed change. I knew I wanted to change my body. So, you know, I motivated myself, I inspired myself, I did the work, I did the research.
Okay, you say you had to change your body. How did you change your body? Did you change your food? Did you change?
So I had to, yes. I mean, when I first started, I didn't know about nutrition. I just thought that I could work out and lose weight. So I think that's also why I hit a plateau, is because I was only doing cardio and I was kind of still eating the same foods I was eating prior to working out. So yes, once I started eating properly, once I started working out, and still even when I was just doing the cardio and started eating properly, my body started changing. I started losing weight. That's when the weight loss came. And then when I incorporated weight training with it, I began to shed even more weight and gain muscle.
There you go, ladies. You hear that? Why is weight training important to you? And another question, do you think women would look like a man if they started weight training?
So,
why is this important?
So for me, weight training is really important. Not only does it make me look a lot more toned, curvy, it makes me feel good. When I get in the gym after a long day of work, or maybe I know I have a long day of work ahead of me in the morning, I know that if I get in the gym and I weight train, it eases my mind. It just makes me feel a lot better. I feel healthy. I feel like I've relieved a lot of stress. So it's kind of like therapy in a way. It took me a while to get there and to understand that weight training was helping me in that way. But now I realize that when I'm not having a good day, or I know I'm going to have a stressful day, or I know I've had a stressful day, if I get in the gym and I work out, it definitely helps me a lot. It's like a therapy session. Even if it's only 20 minutes, you know, it definitely makes a difference. And no, I don't believe that, or I know from experience that you're not going to look like a man as a woman if you get in the gym and weight train. I don't think that's possible. I know you know more information about that, but that does not happen. I haven't seen that happen. I've been doing it for a while, and I think a lot of women are scared of that, but the way our bodies operate are completely different than the way a man's body is going to operate when they're building muscle in the gym.
Right, and the reason why I asked her this question, because, you know, me being a little older, being born back in the 60s and 70s, 80s, yes, I am that old, you guys. The women back in the day did take steroids. So the epidemic of the women today thinking that they're going to look like steroids because they saw those women on the front of the magazines. But like Chanelle said, if you're just a normal female, you're not taking any enhancing drug, no, you would not look like a man. You would still look like a female, as you will see with the pictures and videos of Chanelle later on in this interview, or how things go, that I will show you the different looks of her just still looking like a female, and when she work out, she still look like a female. She don't look like a man at all. How many days a week do you train? Do you work out with weights?
Do I weight train? I weight train about 2 to 3 days a week. 1 day alone, and then 2 days with you. Otherwise, I am incorporating cardio and just not heavy weights with workouts, just kind of more of like working on flexibility, making sure that what word am I trying to use?
You're stretching.
I'm stretching and building, making just what is it? I
Just
can't
making
think of the word
yourself
that I'm-
motivated, making yourself
Motivated.
keep moving.
Yes.
Just make sure you don't get into a stale plateau mode and not want to work out. So
Exactly.
it's basically it's the discipline and the consistency is the main word for any program that you want to pick up. So what do you eat on a day-to-day basis?
So I have about 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, and there's a ton of protein, veggies, and carbs. I definitely have carbs. I know people try and stay away from carbs, especially women, but that is not what you want to do.
Right.
I incorporate carbs
Why
in my
do
diet
they want to eat carbs?
because your body needs that to burn
Right.
when you're weight training
Carbohydrates are for energy.
for energy.
Protein is for building the muscle. Carbohydrates is for energy. And that's 2 types of carbs. There's your complex carb, which is your good carbs, your sweet potato, oatmeal, brown rice, your veggies and stuff like that. Then your complex carb, I'm put it all in a nutshell. This is all your junk food, all your processed stuff. So complex carbs is what you want. Sweet potatoes, oatmeal, brown rice, your veggies, some fruit, your vitamins and stuff like that. How do you stay motivated?
You know, I'm not always motivated, but I think it's more of like mind over matter. It's important that I think about my goals, the goals that I have, and if there are times that I'm not motivated, I think about how far I've come. So sometimes that pushes me, as well as just kind of looking at old videos of me working out. Sometimes if I'm laying down, I don't feel like getting up working out, I'll go watch one of my old fitness videos, one of my workout videos, and then it will immediately get me in the mood to go work out. But motivation isn't always going to be there. You just got to sometimes get up and do the work.
Exactly.
And typically when you get in the gym, usually it comes. As soon as you start, you get that first set done, then you're motivated. At least for me, that's how it works.
So basically, get rid of the excuses.
Yes.
Don't allow yourself to say, I'm too tired, or I just worked all day. Don't allow those voices to come into your head and use those excuses, and then you stop. Like she said about looking at old videos and the progress she's made. It's a continual basis of building up discipline even when you don't feel like training. And like you said, when you go to the gym, you actually, that your thoughts kick in and you're glad you went. You continue to do that and you'll find yourself, getting results, endlessly.
Exactly, and plan ahead. So, in the morning sometimes if I have to work out in the evening and I'm super motivated in the morning, like, oh, I can't wait to work out later, I write my workout down. So then when it comes to the evening and I don't feel like it, it's already on paper. I don't have a choice. I have to do it.
Right.
And it makes it a lot easier to do it when I know what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay, this is a big one. This is a big one for everyone, including myself. How do you find balance of it all? Work, family, time for yourself, vacation.
You know what? I think that you have to make time. It's not about finding the time, it's about making the time. So if, I typically, say I have a busy day and, my schedule changes and I usually train at 6 a.m., I may have to say, you know what, instead of training at 6 a.m., I have to get up at 5:30 and do a quick 30-minute workout instead of going in at 6 a.m. because of how busy my day is. I make the time, I get up, I do it. Even if I only have a 30-minute session, it's better than nothing. So I think it's important that instead of thinking about how you don't have the time, think about how you can make the time. Think about how you can maybe work out later in the day, do it on your lunch break, get up
like
earlier. Exactly.
Mindset.
Get up earlier. You have to make the time. It's not about finding it.
Yes. It's a mindset, discipline, consistency to inspire other women and men to be the best version of themselves so they can live a better life. What age do you think is the right age for women to start training? What age do you think is the right age for women to start training? Do they need a personal trainer? Do you have a personal trainer?
Okay, so it's so funny. That's a good question. With social media and just how big fitness is right now, I've seen little girls training. 10 and 12-year-olds, and of course they're not lifting massive weight, but they're doing something. They're learning they're learning the basics. They're learning the form. And I think that you can start at any age. I think that especially for parents, lead by example. Make sure that your kids see you working out. So then once they get to an age to where they can get in the gym and work out, they want you, they're motivated. What was the second question?
Do they need a personal trainer? Do you have a personal trainer?
You don't need a personal trainer. Like I said, with the internet these days, you can go to YouTube and you can find a trainer on there, just like Benny, and you can learn how to do the basics or just learn your form and start there. I think it's free, so that's where you probably should start. And then move on to a personal trainer. Once you feel like, okay, I'm ready to get in the gym and you feel more comfortable with what you're doing, find you a personal trainer. I found a personal trainer immediately just because that's just how I am. I didn't know what I was doing at all. But yes, I've been training with Benny since, December of 2014.
Yes. And to add to that, if you feel like you need a personal trainer right from the beginning, I would recommend to get a trainer, because even though that you see a lot of videos, form and technique is way more important than how much weight you lift. If you lift in the wrong type of weight, you got to have somebody to critique your form and technique, even if it's lightweight. So finding the best personal trainer, every trainer is not the same. So don't just choose a trainer just because he have 1 million followers or whatever. It probably won't match his experience and how he trained people and the results and how he helped you to understand the program and why you should train and why he's a personal trainer. Okay. Will weightlifting stop women getting osteoporosis from losing bone density as they age? Or will it stop it or slow it down? To all the women out there and men, weight-bearing exercises will slow osteoporosis down. It won't stop it, but it will slow it down. So the more you're inactive, the more your bone density and all that stuff deteriorates and gets softer as you go on, as you age. So weightlifting won't stop it, but it will slow it down. Osteoporosis. What was the hardest thing for you to get started and stay with it?
The hardest, I think it was the motivation. I think that's kind of with everybody. They feel as if they need to be motivated, otherwise they don't make it to the gym or they don't go on their run. So I think the hardest part was finding motivation until I found out that I'm not always going to find it. It's a mind thing. I got to get in there and do it. But definitely, I think it was finding motivation was probably the hardest part, especially when I wasn't surrounded with people that were working out at the time.
Right. And you can't depend on other people, you guys. You got to look at your reason why you want to be better, why you want to train and exercise. And this is a lot of things that we covered. So to reiterate, what took her to motivate herself? How did she balance things? She answered all those questions. Ladies, you would not look like a man. She decided to take care of her health. It's all a mindset, as well as finding a personal trainer or not having a trainer. But I would recommend you find that trainer. Every trainer is not the same, just so you won't get hurt. So let me know your comments and thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, as well as following Chanelle on Instagram. Let them know where they can find you at it on
I'm on Instagram, Chanelle Prettyman. Yeah, we can add it in the link below.
Yes, we will add the link in below. Subscribe to the channel. And like I said, you subscribe to her Instagram, you'll see all her workouts, all her fitness, and then her how she dressed as a female. I mean, if you see her, she look like a fitness model or clothing model.
Thank you.
But she's a normal young lady that decided to step up and take care of her health. Thank you, everybody. Subscribe. Let me know your comments. Have a great day. Mr. Hardbody 10. And the fitness model, clothing model. Oh, wait. She's a normal young lady. Chanelle Prettyman. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Good.
Ha!
Good job. Yeah. Back is crazy.
Ah!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Go.
Shit!
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.